Looking at a 2015 Mini Roadster with a Steptronic automatic transmission base model. Okay, now the battery is located under here, and that's what we're going to be doing, and what I'm going to be doing anyway. And there's your battery. Now, how do you get it out of there? First off, you want to remove the weather stripping back to where it comes together here. See the division? Then you're going to have to remove two. One's a screw and one's a nut. Here's the nut. They're both 10 millimeter. Use a ratchet wrench with a 10 millimeter socket and just back it off until it's loose. Take it off by hand, and all it does is snap in. So let's take this and set this over here. Loosen up the screw back here. It's this one right here. Yeah, it's loose enough. Let's just set this back here and take this off by hand. There you go. Now you can get into it. Just set this over here. Everything is kosher. Okay, down inside you have a lockdown. Now you're going to need an extension and another wrench. Okay, back at your battery removal. Okay, down the lockdown is, see where that nut is located there. You're going to need an extension. Okay, and get down in there and loosen that up. See if you can see anything I'm doing here. Okay, there you go. And once it's loose, you want to remove the extension. Okay, once you loosen the bracket that holds the battery in, this nut down here, then you take it off of the ratchet, the extension, and then just, as you can see me turning it, until it's completely screwed out of its holding, the threaded area, should I say, where it's held in. And there you go. See, it's nice and loose. Now you say, well, how am I going to get that out of there? I haven't got my tools all out. I'm just going to take them out as it goes. This rod, see? Then you just put that down in here like this. And voila, up it comes. Disconnect the connections, and we need a rag. You take the negative pole off like this. Just get it nice and loose, as you can see. Wants to come right off of there. What I'm going to do at this point is study this battery and see what I can get aftermarket. Let's remove the battery post. Then take your rag and see what I just did. And now you need to take this side off. And there's one clip here and one clip there. And then you want to get your wrench and loosen it up until it starts to move around like that. And once you do that, there you go. Now, if it had a handle, it'd be easy to come out of there. You notice everything's backwards. What I want to do is study what its strength is, what the amperage is. We know it's a 12 volt. It says 60 amp hours. I'm reading. Hey, Cooler coming at you. We're looking at a 2015 Mini Roadster Steptronic automatic transmission base model. Okay, we're looking at the housing for the battery, and I pulled it out, and this is a little plug-in, I guess, for the vapors to escape. We don't want to go into the car if there is any such thing as vapors on an AGM battery. Now that's what we need for this car. Do not put a standard battery in your car. As you can see, this is a Varta made in Germany AGM battery. This is an H5 AGM Autocraft platinum AGM made in Germany. And this is a test. And Advanced Auto Parts is where I picked it up today. And I'm going to drop it in and just see what will be and what will be. Cooler out. Bye-bye. Hey, Cooler coming at you again. And we're looking at the 2015 Mini Roadster Steptronic automatic transmission base model. There's the new battery. We plugged in the exhaust. I'll call it exhaust pipe. Positives connected, negatives connected, and the snap down is done. And we'll see how it works out. Coming back at you, and we're all buttoned up. Battery's all inside. And this is how you look at it if you don't know how. There it is there. And make sure you put your weather stripping back. And we're ready to go. 2015 Mini Roadster with a Steptronic automatic transmission base model. Okay, I changed out the battery, and here's what you get. Engine light on, exclamation point, triangle. And it's the proper 2015 Mini Roadster with a Steptronic automatic transmission. This is going to be a quick learn how to change your date and your time. And the way you do it is, this is the radio, there's a CD player down here, the date and the time, and I'll get around to the other part later. Okay, you press the menu button, and then you got the config, so you have menu. Then you press config. Then you want to change the time and date. You do it over here. Now you want to change the hours, you press under the hours. Now it's set to 8 o'clock, so this button on the right here, if you turn it right or left, it'll change the hours. See, it went to 9, but it's 8 o'clock. Not 7, but 8. So once you get it to the hour you want it at, then you press this button in to finalize it, that you were turning, like that. Then you go to the minutes, and it's it's 8:01. So if you want it at 8:02, press the button in, it chooses that. That's the minutes. Hours and minutes. Now you're at the month and day. So you press the that says the day, and we want the year, not the year, the month. So let's see. Okay, there it says month over there. Now that you're there, you see you can change the 8th month. See, July, August, but it's July. Then you want the day. And it's the 10th. So you see I'm turning this button here left and right to change it. To finalize it, we want it on the 10th. You press the button in and that finalizes. Otherwise you'll have to start all over again. Now we want to go to the year. It's set to year, so we know it's not the year 2016 but 15. So we want to finalize it at the year 2015. Now we're done. We don't need to do anything else. Hit menu again and just consider yourself done. And that's what you do for that. Okay, there's a cooler out. For that. Okay, there's a cooler out. Hey, cooler coming at you in the 2015 Mini Roadster. We just started up the car, and as you can see probably on the scan gauge too, the temperature is starting to rise up. What I do is I wait for the RPMs to drop down to the upper 690 something. When it drops below 700 RPMs, I know the car's ready to back out of the garage. The guy on the forum was right. I think it was the forum. I don't remember where I read this. But he said something about the engine light coming on. I don't know if it was about battery change or what it might have been, because that's what I've done is changed out the battery. But he said after a few days the engine light went out. Well, it did. See this? It cleared itself, as if it had its own scan gauge reset tool inside of it. Cooler coming back at you in a 2015 Mini Roadster. Steptronic automatic transmission base model. Okay, now that we've set the date and time, that will take away. Let's just start this car up. Like say you pulled the battery out and you had to reset everything like that. So let's start the car.
Testing.
I haven't got the seat belt on, so that's why it's beeping like that. Okay, there was an exclamation point in there you might have noticed and went away. But if you don't change the date and the time to the original, to what it is, then that exclamation point will stay in there, and you'll think, I was thinking it was something different. I didn't know it had to do with the battery being pulled out, and then it was waiting for you to change the date and the time. So anyways, it's gone and everything is clean and green. Okay, this cooler out. I'll enjoy a ride. Speed charge. What it has here, battery type on the left on that little switch there, it says standard and AGM. And the last one down is gel. Then you have a 3 amp charge and a 15 amp charge. And you can buy this at Walmart. I forget what I paid for it. It's very cheap. As it says, it's fully automatic. I didn't know it would charge its 6-volt battery, but it says so. Let's see, for automotive. If you've got the battery out of the car that came with this car, then you want to keep the AGM battery charged up, and you only want to charge it on the AGM cycle.